What is up, gamers? You know who this be? Your boy John, aka The Gamer here. And today I'll be reviewing my very first PSP game review. And that game is Infected. And I hope you enjoy it. Let us begin with the story. So, it's 2 weeks before Christmas, and the good citizens of New York, right. Anyways, the citizens of New York are gathered at a tree lighting ceremony with the mayor, and everything goes well up until they light up the Christmas tree, and there's an infected Santa dripping with blood who has an insane look in his eye, and a bunch more infected people start coming out, and all hell breaks loose, and this is where the game begins. So, the main character, you play as Officer Stevens, who's a rookie cop, and it's your job to protect the citizens of New York and survive the zombie apocalypse. Doesn't that storyline sound familiar from a certain zombie game made by Capcom? Resident Evil 2, maybe? Although the storyline isn't the most original idea, it still gets the job done, even for a zombie game. Now on to gameplay. The gameplay in Infected is pretty unique because it's not like your typical zombie shooter where to kill a zombie you always have to shoot him in the head. Whereas in Infected you get you get dual weapons. One is the ballistics, like your typical pistol, shotgun, and in the other hand you have a viral gun. But with the ballistic guns, you just weaken the zombie because I guess the ballistics just won't cut it. So after you weaken them with the ballistics, then you have to use your viral gun to blow them up. So yeah, after you weaken them, like they'll turn red, and then you use the viral gun to blow them to chunks. And also you can link like other like red zombies. Like after you weaken a bunch of zombies and they're close together, you'll pull off these like pretty gory, awesome combos where they explode everywhere. And the combo's multiplayer score, and the points that you earn in the game are used to upgrade weapons, buy new weapons, upgrade your health, upgrade your speed. So yeah, you can unlock a badass chainsaw, grenades, upgrade your standard weapons to more powerful weapons. Now on to single player campaign. In the single player campaign, there are 6 mission types. First is kill 'em all, basic, just wipe them all out. Next is defender, where dumbass chopper pilots their plane crash, so you have to defend them for a while. Next is helipad evac, basically saving civilians and then taking them to the helipads. But what's cool about this is not like an escort mission. You actually like collect the people and they fit in like a backpack, which is pretty cool because you don't have to worry about them getting slaughtered or whatever. Next is the loading zone, where you have to clear an area of zombies and save the civilians, so that way the helicopter can land somewhere safe and you can deliver the civilians. Next is limited evac, which is different from helipad evac because obviously from the title, limited amount of space for the civilians to get on the helicopter, so so you have to make like a couple trips. But anyways, and the last mission type, it's a mixture of two, both loading zone and limited evac. So yeah, it's a little more challenging. And the thing about most, if not all missions, that in each level, like there's certain areas where if zombies like overwhelm an area, like there's a timer, so if it goes down and there's still zombies in that area, then they will all go berserk. And what happens is all the zombies in that area become more like powerful and faster, stronger, and that's when the repetitiveness kicks into play. Also, you want to watch out for outbreaks. Like, say, one zombie in another area, he sneaks into another area and starts infecting there. So you kind of have to be careful for that. As you progress through the single player campaign, you can also unlock badass characters such as, get this, the members of Slipknot. How fucking badass is that? I actually forgot to mention that you can customize your officer. So the Officer Stevens I mentioned before, he's not really like a main character. I mean, you make your own character, so you can choose gender, play as male or female, change clothes, hairstyle, look. So that's a pretty cool feature about this game. And then also the fact that you get to play as the members of Slipknot. So now for the last mode, which is multiplayer. Infected supports up to 8 players via online or offline multiplayer, ad hoc, and infrastructure. There are a total of 4 game types. You get your 2 basic deathmatch and team deathmatch. And the third is Savior, which is basically who can save the most civilians. And the last game type is Mad Cow, which is kind of unique. Basically, you pick up the cow icon, and whoever's is the cow, like for the longest, wins. Now for the audio. So the music in Infected is actually pretty bitchin'. As I said before, even though they're playable in this game, they also have music in here. So Slipknot, of course, Trivium, Chimera. There's also Junkie XL, El Nino, or whatever. The in-game music's alright. It's like techno-ish. Nah, it's alright. The voice acting, it's pretty decent in the cutscenes. And the funny, radio chatter. As for the in-game sounds, like gunfire, zombies exploding from the viral gun. Yeah, they get the job done. No complaints in that department. Now onto graphics. So the graphics in Infected are pretty good. They get the job done. It's like nothing special, but they're good looking. So character models look awesome. The streets of New York look pretty good. No complaints. So here are my final thoughts, my final verdict on this game. The one thing I really liked about this game is how it's different from other zombie games. The gameplay in Infected was how it's both challenging and addictive, and I think that's one of the main things that would make you come back. Well, the multiplayer too. I mean, of course. Who doesn't like to play multiplayer? Anyways, here's my final verdict. I give Infected an awesome 8.5 out of 10. I hope you enjoyed this review, and keep on gaming, gamers. Peace.